When you're a one-man band, you pretty much have to make the most of all the tools you have. And those tools, as you'll see in this next stand-up, don't necessarily have to be anything fancy. Some downtown business owners say the redevelopment of the Old Han Hotel could bring increased traffic not just to this area, but all around downtown Temple. All I did during that stand-up was loosen the head of the tripod so the camera moves freely. Just to this area. Using the LCD screen, it just took a couple of takes to get the timing down. But if you're not looking for the whole spin effect, there's another trick I use to help pan. The tripod that we use has this arm on the back here, but if you twist the knob and turn this bar towards you, then you can use the arm to help follow along with your movement, which is a technique I used for this stand-up. As you can see right now, the water level here at Salado Creek is quite low. Officials at First Baptist Church in Salado say at its worst, there was enough water from Salado Creek to reach all the way up to the building, leaving some of their air conditioning units submerged. So if your tripod doesn't have an arm, or if you're looking to get a little bit more distance away from your camera, you can use something like this. It's a simple lanyard that they handed out to attach your ID badges on. So you just take this, wrap it around the lens here, tug slightly to follow your movement. Make sure not to pull too hard because you don't want to tip your camera. Simple tips like this can really help you out in the field, like I found out during this stand-up. Even with a picture, it may be hard to picture that a football stadium, which is expected to seat between 8,000 to 10,000 people when it's done, will stand right here where this parking lot sits now. The ability to zoom in and out is something you miss out on without a photographer, but not if you have one of these. I used a remote that came with the camera to zoom out on this stand-up. The problem though was that the sensor for the remote is on the back of the camera, making it hard for the signal to reach. So here's my low-budget solution I came up with out on the field. My trusty lanyard, holding up my Mac Compact, aim the remote at the mirror, and voila, it gave me the ability to zoom from a farther distance. Other stand-up tricks just involve simple editing. This champion tree measures more than 53 inches in diameter at its trunk. Now, if you can't wrap your mind around that figure, I'll do one better. If I were to wrap myself around this tree, it takes more than just one, but two of me, and I still can't make it all the way around. Just take a look at the map. South of Waco, Temple has canceled 4th of July activities altogether. Austin canceled their fireworks show, followed by San Marcos canceling their show over fear of an influx of people because of canceled shows in Austin and San Antonio. And those are just some of the tricks and the tools that I use as a one-man band, and I hope it added to your bag of tools.